Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops and elders, teachers of Great Millstone, and the like-minded men who may not be directly part of Great Millstone but are pushing the same doctrine, same 144% truth. Salutations to the elect, men, women, and children of Ba'ath who are predestined to be saved in these last days. Shalom. Second time I've done this video. The first time the sound didn't go through, so Lord's will, it is coming through now. Quickly going to get some scriptures. Go straight to the point on these scriptures here. Go to Isaiah. So you see in the headline I started off with, so I'm going to get straight to the point. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So these lies that have been perpetrated and perpetuated from the Renaissance up until now to this day. You know, the iconoclasm, which is the covering of the images of the judges and Yahweh Shai and the Most High Yahweh. Yeah, to the angels and to everything being whitewashed, to the truth of who is who, the nation, the biblical names of the people, yeah, to just everything, you know, the whole ream of lies. I could go on and on about the lies in this society. Yeah, the whole colour thing. Yeah, just a few examples. Yeah, all that is being destroyed by the spirit of Yahweh Shai through his prophets. Yeah, and I'm picking a few scriptures. There's many that I could pick. But what we're seeing is Esau Edom is being made bare. And get straight to the point. But I have made Esau bare. You know, made him naked, exposed him. I have uncovered his secret places, you know, those secret societies that everybody knows about now, right? You know, Psalm 64 and 8 said that they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. Even their own people are exposing who they are. Yeah, not to the extent that the prophets are doing it, you know, obviously, but exposing the wickedness and the idolatry of the whole of this society. You know what I mean? Yeah. His secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So eventually, Esau Edom will be Obadiah 1 and 18. Yeah. Let me go into this bit. If it's taking a while. I should have worked. It's lucky for this. Here we are. Call Saf. To strip off, to lay bare, the outline of biblical usage. Make bare, draw out. To expose them, to strip off, to expose. So when you strip something off, you're exposing it, aren't you? This is what we're seeing. We're seeing the non-whiteness of Esau being made bare. It's being exposed, yeah, for who he really is, which is the devil, the Bible, which is the wicked the Bible speaks of. Malachi, in the first chapter, the third and the fourth verse go into it. It's the border of wickedness. And the Most High has indignation forever, against forever, right? So they're just being exposed, and because they're being exposed, this is what's happening. This is in Blacklisted News. The US government funds research on correcting so-called false beliefs online. Yeah, Elder Yashawamba went into a video today, a few hours ago. I was watching it about an hour ago about how the guy who attacked the police officers in New York City was radicalized online and this, that, and the other. And he was talking about how Heyman Malone, Cav Malone, was trying to make the connection. And this is what they've always done, they've accused of our brethren. Yeah, they've accused us day and night, yeah. Right, but now they're being cast down by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Right? And this is what's happening. So, what they're trying to do is they're trying to combat it by funding this type of thing. The US government is funding research on how to fight online misinformation by correcting false beliefs, beliefs that they deem are false. Yeah. Even though they've been perpetrating and pushing out so many false images for centuries. Centuries, The funding is in a partnership with fact checkers. It's a joke. On July 7th, 2021, a National Science Foundation, NSF, funded a project titled How False Beliefs Form and How to Correct Them. I mean, these are for the people who are not of the elect. Yeah, they'll be fooled by anything the massa comes out with. The NSF allocated $444,345 to Lisa Fazio, an associate professor of psychology and human development at Vanderbilt University. Since then, the total amount granted to the researcher has reached over $500,000. As was first surfaced by a war room report. And what was the purpose of this? The purpose, published on NSF's website, is the grant's purpose, which states there is currently an urgent need to understand the real-world effects of misinformation on people's beliefs and how to best correct these false beliefs. So they've already assumed that what people believe is false. Do you know what I'm saying? Without even any form of investigation or anything like that. Yeah. So, but this is why they don't come up against the prophets from Great Millstone and the like-minded men, because those, for instance, those people in the land of Israel now, they are the fake JOOs. Simple as the prophecies go into that. Would they say that's a false belief? Do you know what I'm saying? They probably would. But at the end of the day, they don't line up with what the scriptures say. For one, there should be peace on earth. In fact, for one, Yahweh Shai will take the elect back to the land. Yeah, once the land is cleansed. And for two, there should be peace on earth. Do you get what I'm saying? And where's King David? Where's Yahweh Shai? Where's the 12 gates with all the names of the tribes on them? Some place is just done, man. Continue with this article. Through a series of laboratory and naturalistic experiments, the project team is examining the effects of repetition and belief in real-world settings and how to more effectively counteract misinformation. We can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. You gotta watch him. That's why Hashem Yahshai says, watch and pray. Yeah. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah. You've got to redeem the times, for the days are evil. Ephesians 5. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Yeah. And as the apostle said, they're going to come out of the CBDC. They're going to come out of the MOT to the B. That's Revelation 13, 16, 17, yeah? Right? Yeah, and if you're not of the elect, you're going to take that mark. Yeah? Right? And then you're going to die anyway. Simple as that when Yahushua returns. Simple when the nukes are flying and Yahushua returns. But these times that are coming, and the times of tribulation, we've got to enter in through the straight gate. Right? So we see what he's doing. He's coming up with all types of scenarios and misinformation to try and to try and recruit the narrative, to try and get the narrative back on his side. But it's not going to work. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. 2 Esdras 6 and 9. Esau, your rulership is done. 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 It's just a matter of time. Yeah, the man of sin has been revealed. In fact, I'm going to get that actually. False or misinformation, false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. Like Esau has been deceiving the whole world for centuries. You know, disinformation, false information which is intended to mislead, especially propaganda. We see this on TV all the time, and especially when it comes around to this, this war in Europe and Ukraine thing. And if it was, Sky News, BBC News, and all the other mainstream medias say, "Oh, Ukraine's winning this, that, and the other," but when you go into the alternative news, you see what's really happening. You know, so they put pure propaganda on the TV. So don't be a fool and watch that at all. Anyway, let's go to I'm just going to go straight to the point in 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed. Oh, so let me start at 7. I should have really started at 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Yeah, so this is 2,000 years ago. They were already at work. The first Roman Empire. Now we're in the second Roman Empire. The second leg of the Roman Empire, the revived Roman Empire. The beast that had its wound that was healed. Right. Only he that now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And we're in these times where Yahweh has let them do what they're doing, and now they're being slowly, little bit by little bit, judged and being taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, through his prophets, the men on the highways and byways and doing the videos, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So when Yahweh comes, he's just going to take him out, and it's going to take 1 hour. Revelation 18th chapter goes into that. Take 1 hour, and to get a good idea of what the battle will, or so-called battle will be. Read 2 Esdras 13th chapter. Ooh, I'm going to end it here with this one. I'm going to go to we've got Amos 8 and 11. And I'm a bit all over the place. 8 and 11, but all this research and all this focus on misinformation, disinformation will eventually lead to famine of the word, and the scriptures said it will happen, so it's going to happen. Yahweh Shemashai's words do not return unto him void. Isaiah 55 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So eventually Yahweh is going to take his prophets off the streets, and this information, the valuable information that can save your soul, that can save your life, will be no longer available. People will be running to and fro to find it. As the next verse goes into, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, and shall not find it. That's what's going to happen. And we can see the building blocks of the famine of the word happening as we speak. So I'm going to get this, end it off with this. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. That's the deceiver. The devil just means deceiver. Down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Let me go into this word just to prove it. Diabolos. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. Yeah, and who does that? Esau, Edom. Culminator, false accuser, slanderer. Slanderer. Metaphor. Metath. Applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, that's the Esau, Edom all day long, and 2/3 of our people may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Yeah, so it's deceiver, false accuser, slanderer. Diabolos. There we are. Yeah. With that, Lord's will, I'll say shalom to the elect from the hopeful elect. Called hello Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Kakutash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom again to the Bayaf Dawada, the house of David, who are predestined to be saved in these last days. Shalom from the hopeful elect.